Hi, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of Mini Scroll, where I am sitting here with millennial heartthrob icon, Cody Simpson.
Wow, how's the intro? Thank you.
Welcome to Mini Scroll.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we are an internet culture podcast. So we like to ask our guests right off the bat, are you chronically online?
Yeah, yes, I'd say so. Probably too much so sometimes. Have to really be conscious about getting off it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so you're a chronic scroller.
I'm chronic scroller,
Yeah.
chronic comment reader, chronic comment responder.
Oh my God.
The whole deal. Probably more so in the last year. I've really embraced. I don't know. I only got on TikTok about a year ago.
Okay.
Well, I've been on it longer, but I've only started actively using it a year ago, even 6 months ago, and it's sort of it's a deep dark hole that you get sucked into, and
Yeah.
I've been a victim lately.
Well, I have seen that you do a lot of fit checks on TikTok.
I've done a few fit checks.
What is popping up on your algorithm? What algorithm are you on right now?
God, a lot of comedy right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes dark comedy. My friends send me all kinds of weird stuff, and it just sort of it just sends my algorithm down the drain.
Oh my God.
Because your mates can do that to you, but yeah.
Yeah, fair. I know. I feel like I'm always on either whatever is trending, like the trending drama, or dogs. A lot of dogs.
Yeah. However, my Instagram algorithm is better than my TikTok algorithm. My Instagram algorithm is a little bit more like things I'm into, inspirational stuff or music or cars or other things. TikTok seems to be a
bit more of a dark hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have lived many lives.
Yes.
Musician, swimmer, stage actor, fashion TikToker, like I mentioned. I want to take it back a bit. What did you see yourself doing as a kid?
It's fun. Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. Since I picked up a guitar at age of 6, I think it was always music for me. I saw my dad play and sing, and some family friends play and sing at barbecues and family get-togethers and stuff. And I was just like, I just saw the way music moved people and brought people together. And ever since I remember telling my grandmother or mother at when I was age of 10 or 11, I was like, I'm going to be a famous musician.
Aww.
And
it happened really soon after that.
And it was, it manifested probably 3 years later, which is so much sooner than I thought. Because at the time I just assumed it would come later on, and my plan was that because I was swimming full time at that age. I had started really training really seriously, and I was going to try and make the Rio Olympics 2016 and all this stuff. Was really on that trajectory, and that was my life path. And I was like, I'll play music later. And then YouTube came along and changed the whole game, and I started posting on there, and it happened within 6 months. It was very.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you have strategy behind posting on YouTube? Did you have any idea what you were doing?
No, absolutely not. It was just give my mom the camera, in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things that I got on early, and I was just in the first wave of kids doing it. It was just one of those things. It was right place, right time. Saw the opportunity early. I didn't even see it as an opportunity. It wasn't like I was doing it to get signed or get, whatever. It was just a way of expressing myself and sharing what I like to do with other people, because I thought it was a cool thing. And the internet was still and social media was still a very, very infantile thing at that stage. So I was just experimenting, and then I realized how many people would actually see it and discover it's wild.
Yeah, that's honestly amazing. When you have done these career pivots, what's your decision-making process behind that? Because it sounds like you've had these thoughts as early as, 11, 12, thinking, can I do music? Maybe later I'm going to do swimming.
Yeah, it's funny. I just have always followed my heart and my gut. I don't know. It's just been, I've never had an exact grand master plan. It's always just been year by year trying to figure out what feels right to me and knowing the things that I want to accomplish. But you kind of have to be, I love the saying that you have to be firm on vision, but flexible on plan, on
how you get there.
The way because it's never going to be the way you think. And for me, it happened the opposite of the way I thought. Because I thought I was going to swim, and then I was going to retire, and I was going to play music. And it was there's no way I would have known it would happen, that I would have this like 10-year career through my teens and early 20s as a musician, and then stop that and go back to swimming way later than, than would be considered possible, considering the amount of time I didn't train,
Yeah.
and be able to go and do that. So, yeah, it's just been a matter of following my gut. Like, yeah.
Have you felt more pressure making these big pivots or decisions knowing that you're in the public eye?
Oh yeah, for sure. It adds a layer of like, of scrutiny and criticism, and just like eyeballs on you is like is an extra added element that you have to deal with. I guess I've just become so used to it because I started in the public eye at like 13,
Yeah.
Nothing I've ever done has been private.
Yeah.
Really, from in my public and personal life. It's very hard to hide, I suppose, in that sense. It's just something I had to get used to. But it's never stopped me making the decisions that were right for me. You know what I mean? Growing up in pop music, leaving my label, going and doing a more singer-songwriter kind of thing, like going independent, doing all that was like a risk, and probably not considered the best commercial decision, but like I just did it because it was right for me. The swimming thing, having to kind of leave and fire my team because I had to go and do something else for like 4 years and train and like move back to Australia was like probably it was for me, so it was like I've never let that stop me making the decisions that I want to make for me. So
Yeah. No, that
yeah.
makes sense. What's your relationship to the public eye now then?
A lot healthier than it was at one point, actually. And my relationship with my past like self and my old like eras and everything is a lot healthier than it used to be as well. I think it's one of those things where, when you're growing up through your teens, like late teens, early 20s, and you kind of look back at like your old Facebook or pictures or like
God, yes.
MySpace pictures or whatever, and you're like, oh, the hairstyles, the outfit, and you just cringe and you just, you want to delete it all. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't, it was on Google, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I tried to run from it and change everything and rebel and all this stuff. And then like now, and because I just felt so trapped in the public eye and in the media and in all that stuff. And like now I feel much more like I embrace it all and don't try and reject it. I'm like, that's really cool that I did that at 14, or that's
Yeah.
really awesome that, and I've been so grateful or to have the opportunity to be heard, because the alternative is like no one caring or not being heard. So I'm like, I reframed it all, and
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
like so much happier because like have embraced the whole journey. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's an interesting conversation to have with you because you experienced tween teen fame
Yeah.
almost pre-social media. And
Yeah,
now social
yeah.
media has democratized fame for young people in such a different way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. It was like almost like back when I started, it was like J14 and like Popstar, like all those magazines.
Yeah.
And they'd only usually be like, 5 or 6 faces on the cover. And I just remember they'd put them all in a circle, and it was like the goal was to like be one of the faces on the cover. You know what I mean?
I love that.
It wasn't very democratized, as you say. It was like very gate kept by like the record labels and stuff. And so I was just very lucky to like have, I guess, gotten in at that stage. But there were much less people doing it.
Yeah.
And so now it's like everyone's got a platform and everyone's got a way of being heard. And that's like a blessing for so many people to give people more opportunities. But like at the same time, it's like a lot more people are having to kind of deal with it and aren't necessarily cut out or like taught how to.
Yeah.
I was lucky to have like the family and to get prepared in a weird way. And like now it's like you can go viral tomorrow.
I know.
You
It's
know?
actually so scary. I feel so bad. I'm so glad
Let's-
that like I did
Yeah.
not grow up as a teen
It's crazy.
with like TikTok. I'm so glad.
Like you can be a 14-year-old, you can go viral tomorrow and the whole world knows who you are. And like, what do you like?
I know.
And then you're just ostracized in school, and like that's not right for a kid's
I
brain,
know. 100%.
It's crazy.
100%.
Yeah.
So did you have in any of your endeavors, I guess, like a made it moment? What would you say was your made it moment? Or have you had one?
That's crazy. I've been so lucky to have had so many of those.
Yeah, okay.
Which is awesome. Definitely starting to play shows that were quite large. Like I jumped on the Justin Bieber tour when I was like 15. And I toured the world with him, and we played stadiums in South America and 60,000 people and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm homeschooling, in the back of the tour bus, like before I
Oh
go
my
out on
God.
stage in front of 60,000 people. I'm literally doing math class with my teacher, going, "Why am I doing this?" I got like
Yeah,
all these people
yeah.
out there screaming for, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's so trippy, and like those are these meta moments of like just the strange contrast of like walking out from doing your homework to putting on like your stage outfit and going out in front of like all these,
Yeah.
thousands of screaming girls. It's like the craziest thing. And so there was definitely all these made it moments of standing up on stage in front of that many people that were singing along to your lyrics going, oh my God. Like
Yeah. That must be so
3 years
surreal.
ago, I was in Australia in middle school, Making the Australian swimming team was a big one for me because that's something that I grew up wanting to do. And it was a dream I gave away when I went to play music. I was like, I'm going to have to kind of like park that one. That was
Yeah.
not happening. So to have been able to come back and actually do that and have that to my name now, and like you get these things when you make the Australian swimming team called a dolphin number. And it's like your number of the amount of people that have made the team. You kind of are assigned a number, and there's been only say 800 and something over the history of
yeah.
the team. And I have the little
Oh,
the
that's
emblem
cool.
right here with the Australian coat of arms and 838, which is my number. And my mom actually is like number 400 and something. So like from back in the
yeah.
80s. So it's like really special. We have that
Yeah.
together, and just to have been able to compete on the world stage as an athlete in it, was such a dream and such a crazy thing. That was definitely a made it moment
Yeah.
for me, like competing at the Commonwealth Games and doing all that stuff that I just never thought I would do, especially after this whole career as a musician that I've had. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild.
So you are back in entertainment full time.
Yeah.
What can we expect from your
Thank God.
music?
God, I'm really excited. I've been in the studio all year. I've been back in LA most of this year recording. Very close to having a fair amount of music done. And so we'll be starting next year, probably early next year, starting to get back in the game, which is exciting. And it's nice. It's like a blend. It's kind of a blend of everything I've ever been as an artist, like all my eras and everything. It's kind of like doing justice to and service to like all of those things and like wrapping it up into something totally new and fresh. So I'm excited for people to hear what that is and to be able to go out and start playing live again. Like I'm so excited to do that. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Why do
Yeah.
you say thank God when I said you're back in entertainment full time?
Because I love it so much, Yeah, I missed it a lot when I was swimming, and towards the end there, I was really, really excited to get back in. And so like when I got back in the studio, I just felt like a kid again. Like going back to LA, it was like I felt the way I did when I was 14 going there,
Yeah.
and it was just really cool. It was like the full circle
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've accomplished so much
Yeah.
since you left, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
cool.
Yeah.
Some of your
Yeah.
dreams. That's
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so circling back to your TikTok fit checks.
Yes.
Fashion has been woven through different eras of your career the entire time, and now you're partnering with Uber and Red Cross to help Aussies donate their clothing this weekend. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's an amazing. I'm repping the t-shirt today. If you couldn't already tell, it's an amazing initiative. I was approached by Uber and Red Cross to be a part of it and kind of help be a megaphone for the cause. And I find like with a platform like I've been given, it's so important to use that for good things and to help people. And so when they approached me, it was like kind of a no-brainer thing. And I'm a culprit of storing a lot of clothes and getting a lot of clothes, being given a lot. I have 3 wardrobes. Like it's quite
my gosh.
embarrassing.
The dream.
And so, well, yeah, until you kind of, move house and you're like, geez,
Yeah.
And so I think we're all guilty of having the boxes or the bags in the back of the car or in the garage that you've, have been wanting to donate for months, but you just never have the time to go or whatever. So basically you can order an Uber courier and they will come to your house and pick it up for free. And
That's awesome.
so you can order one for free this Saturday, and they'll take it to Red Cross for you. Which
Is that
cool.
anywhere across Australia?
Yeah, it's all major cities, I think.
Okay.
Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Perth.
Oh, that's awesome.
From like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I believe it's free from 10 to 4 if you order it.
Yeah.
And they'll come and grab it and take it off your hands and give it new life, which is cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
The last thing that I would love to know is like, what's next? I know you said music. Do you have anything else on the horizon that you can sneakily tell us?
Ooh, yes. I'm in I'm in a TV series coming out, streaming on Stan next month. I believe
God.
it. I believe it.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when it premieres. It's coming out really soon. I have yet to post that or anything. So
Oh my God, I love that, the exclusive.
Yeah. That's called He Had It Coming.
Okay.
Which is a sort of a mystery drama set in a college, and so that's sort of an Australian screen debut for me, which is cool. And
Yeah.
then also did a funny film for Netflix called Zombie Plane, in which I play a young Vanilla Ice.
No
Like
way.
Ice Baby Vanilla Ice, and he's also in the film. And I think it's Sophie Monk, Chuck Norris. Like, it's the weirdest and most wonderful
Yeah.
mix of people in this movie, and that's premiering next month. So I'm in that as well. And then aside from that, it's music. So top of next year we'll be starting to hopefully roll out a ton of music. So I'm excited to.
You're
be out
doing
playing
the
gigs.
most. Like
The absolute
always.
most.
Always. Wow.
Yeah,
Well, thank you
yeah.
so much for joining me.
Of course. Thank you.